Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. My brother Yahweh call from Great Millstone, Orlando. And was inspired to do this while watching one of the blood brothers from the camp, Brother Damawathia, did a video. He made a statement, something along the lines of, showing up to battle with an expected end. All right, something along those lines. The brother made this statement, and immediately prompted me, because pretty much when you look at our forefathers of old, and of course we apply what we learn in our lives, because the scriptures that we read, they're not just words in a book. All right. Romans 15:4, the things written aforetime were written for our learning. So we have these different accounts for us to learn from. All right. And to apply it to ourselves. Because pretty much the overall message, the overall thing that is being drilled in us is faith in Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right. And with that being said, again, looking at the different examples of old, oftentimes certain situations would come up, such as battles, war, whatever the case may be. There was always an expected end. That's one thing. When it comes to Yahweh Bashem Shai, he's undefeated. He's faithful. He's true to his word. All right. He's never given us a reason to doubt. So with that being said, the Lord already has the details worked out. And again, looking at the examples that we have, all the Heavenly Father required of our forefathers, and it applies to us today, is just to show up, and the Lord, he'll take care of the rest. All we have to do is show up, because there is an expected end. All right. And, remember who you fight for, or rather remember who we serve and who's fighting for us, who's on our side. All right. Reminds me of this account, one of many in Judges chapter 5, because when you read Joshua 5, because when you read Joshua 6, it goes into the well, let me just go to it real quick and read some of this in Joshua 6. I'm gonna go to Joshua 6 real quick. And I'm gonna just breeze through it real quick. Joshua 6:1. Now Jericho was straitly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out and none came in. And Yahweh said unto Joshua, see, I have given into thine hand Jericho and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war, and go round about the city once. Thus shalt thou do 6 days. And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of rams' horns. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow with the trumpets. And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when ye hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every man straight before him. So there's this account, right? Going into the walls of Jericho, right? You see, it was a prescribed victory, and I was going to make the point about how the Lord, again, he never left room for doubt. The Lord never speaks in uncertainty as if he doesn't know. You know, what type of power would put us in a situation that he's uncertain of? Again, if there's not already a set victory, if there's not an expected end. Again, that's why ultimately it just boils down to do we trust the Lord, right? Because in Judges 5, I'm sorry, I keep saying Judges, Joshua 5 and Joshua 5 and 13. And it came to pass when Joshua was by Jericho that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, Art thou for us or for our adversaries? And he said, Nay, but as captain of the host of Yahweh I am now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship, and said unto him, What saith my Lord unto his servant? And the captain of Yahweh's host said unto Joshua, Loose thy shoe from off thy foot, for the place whereon thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. And this is talking about, this is one of Yahushai's, what you can call cameos. All right. Because, Joshua, he bowed down to reverence this angel. All right. We are not to worship the angels, as mentions, when John the Revelator tried to bow down to reverence the angel told him not to do so. All right. So this particular angel, or this man, is speaking about Yahweh Shai. All right. Again, this is one of his cameos, because the only other account where, something similar like this took place was when the angel that appeared to Moses, and it told him to pretty much told him the same thing, to loose his shoe. All right. For the place that he was on was holy ground. All right. So this is talking about Yahweh Shai. But the point being that, again, this is who fights for us. This is who is on our side. All right. And like I said in Joshua 6, I have given, it was a prescribed victory. All right. Because one more time, like I said in Joshua 6 and 2 again, and Yahweh said unto Joshua, See, I have given into thine hand Jericho and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. So you see, all right, the Lord already had the details worked out. But the point being, all we have to do is have faith and show up to the battle. All right, because the victory is already prescribed. All right, there's already an expected end. You see, Exodus was at 14 and 14. Exodus 14:14. Yahweh shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. So you see, and oftentimes, because of course, being men, is a natural trait about being a man. You try to handle certain situations that are out of our control. But that's why the Lord told us to be still. And oftentimes, again, when the Lord tells us to be still, Jake tries to poke their head out. Jake tries to take matters into their own hands. And again, it's natural, being a man, you want to do the right thing. All right. But the Lord often has to show us, he has to show us and remind us who's in control. All right. So like I said, again, Yahweh shall fight for you and he shall hold your peace. You see, so again, All we have to do is just show up to the battle, and the Lord will take care of the rest, because it's about having faith. All right. And trusting and believing, even though the odds are against your favor. All right. The odds are stacked against you. But how else is the Lord supposed to show forth his power? How else is the Lord supposed to show that he's dealing? All right. And oftentimes the Lord deals with the underdog, Let me get Deuteronomy 20. Deuteronomy 20. I'm going to start at 3. And it shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint. Fear not and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them. For Yahweh your power is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you. So you see, that's the point right there. All right. The details are already worked out. All right. The Lord already has it, worked out in our favor. So again, that's why we have the expected end. And I'll grab that in Jeremiah 29. So whatever situation, because again, we will apply these things we apply it to whatever is before us. All right. In our lives, having the same mindset, having a conquering type of attitude, a victory, a victorious type of attitude, a victorious type of mindset. Because one thing you can't have in this thing of ours is a losing type of mindset. You can't have a losing mindset in this thing, and when you go back to that Deuteronomy 20 that I just read, because it tells you in Proverbs 4, basically to stay the course, don't turn to the left hand, don't turn to the right hand, don't worry about the distractions. All right. We read the account with Peter, right? When he went into the water with Yahushai, and as he was focused on Yahushai, he was good. But the minute he started to, lose focus and worry about everything else, that's when he started to sink. All right. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. So you see, the Lord already has the details worked out. All right. And mind you, Yahweh Bashim Shai, man, he's very detailed. He's directly involved in everything. That's why he is, he exists in everything. All right. Hell, the birds don't worry, the Lord feeds the birds, when you read in the book of Job, because the Lord was kind of getting on Job, Let me see if I can find that real quick. I think that's Job. Job going into the how the animals, they cry out for food and the Lord feeds them, Let me find this real quick. And bear with me. Bear with me real quick. Because I love this, it just goes into, again, it shows you how involved Yahweh Shemal Shai is with everything. There's a particular verse. Bear with me real quick. Because again, when you go pretty much like the last chapters of Job, like I said, the Heavenly Father, I mean, he's going in, you know. And so much that when you read Job, because again, this is the power that we serve, man, you know. And as I read and as I quoted, you know, just being still, you know, let the Lord do his thing, you know. Stop worrying so much, you know. Jake be doing too much, you know. And like I said, you know, the Lord has to often remind us, he has to show us, and he has to often remind us who is in control. All right. I'm gonna read this real quick in Job 40. I'm gonna start at 1. Moreover, Yahweh answered Job and said, shall he that contendeth with the Almighty instruct him? He that reproveth the Most High, let him answer it. Then Job answered Yahweh and said, behold, I am vile. What shall I answer thee? I will lay my hand upon my mouth. Once have I spoken, but I will not answer. Yea, twice, but I will proceed no more. So other words, let me just, hey, you know, because, you know, like I said, Jake be doing too much. Things don't work out. You know, you want to question the Most High, right? You know, and sometimes we just, sometimes we just have to, you know, Lord Salakia, you know, and shut the fuck up, quite frankly, you know. That's pretty much Job. He said, you know, Job was like, you know what, let me just be quiet, you know. Bear with me real quick. Because I think it's this chapter. Again, just to make the point, just to show the point how directly involved the Lord is. And like I said, the last few chapters in Job, man, the Lord is going in, you know. Job, what is that, 38? Yep, this is it. Job 38. Job 38 and 40. Matter of fact, verse 39. Wilt thou hunt the prey for the lion, or fill the appetite of the young lions, when they couch in their dens and abide in the covert to lie in wait? Who provideth for the raven his food? When his young ones cry unto the Most High, they wonder for lack of meat. So you see, you know, and the scriptures tell us that, you know, the Heavenly Father, he feeds the birds, right? You know, how much more precious are we? You know, you could read in Psalm 147, right? Psalm 147. And that's a very comforting thing, you know, because Jake, being that, you know, Jake don't be having confidence, you know, when it comes to everything in the world, Jake thinks when it comes to them, you know, you know, I don't want to bother the Lord, you know. Jake thinks that they're the one mistake that the Heavenly Father made, you know, and that's just simply not the case. But again, just further showing the point that the Heavenly Father, he's involved in everything. So do you not think that he has it already? Do you not think that he already has it worked out? Psalm 147 and 9. He giveth to the beast his food, and to the young ravens which cry. So you see, all right, the animals, you know, they cry out to the Lord, and the Lord feeds them. All right, again, just showing how directly involved the Heavenly Father is, even when it comes to the smallest things. Because the Lord, he's a detailist, man. He's very detailed, even when it comes to the smallest matters, you know. You see, man. So again, do you not think that he already has the details worked out on our behalf? So that's why, again, it boils down to just having faith. All we have to do is show up for the battle, and there's already a prescribed victory. We have the expected end. It's just a matter of believing it. you know. But Lord willing, this was edifying. Giving all praises to Yahweh Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect.